Did you know that Microsoft started in a small hotel room? Way back in 1975, two friends named Bill Gates and Paul Allen began working on computers in a small room at a motel in New Mexico. It was just the two of them, dreaming big dreams about what they could do with computers. Fast forward to today, and Microsoft is a giant in the world of technology. They make things like computers, software, and video games that lots of people use every day. It's like they've created magic with technology. From its humble beginnings to becoming one of the most influential companies worldwide. This is the story of Microsoft. In April of 1975, Bill Gates and Paul Allen, two college dropouts with a passion for computers, founded a small software company named Microsoft in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Gates, a Harvard student at the time, had a keen interest in programming, while Allen, his childhood friend and fellow computer enthusiast, shared his entrepreneurial spirit. Their first major success came in 1978 when they signed a contract with the fledgling company MITS, Micro-Instrumentation and Telemetry Systems, to develop a version of the BASIC programming language for their Altair 8800 microcomputer. This deal began Microsoft's rise to prominence in the nascent personal computing industry. In 1980, Microsoft struck a groundbreaking deal with IBM to provide their operating system for their upcoming personal computer, the IBM PC. Microsoft acquired the rights to a simple operating system called QDOS, Quick and Dirty Operating System, from Seattle Computer Products and adapted it into MS-DOS, Microsoft Disk Operating System, which became the foundation for IBM's PC platform. The launch of the IBM PC in 1981 was a resounding success. The MS-DOS quickly became the industry standard for personal computing operating systems. Microsoft's revenue soared, and the company went public in 1986, making Gates and Allen overnight billionaires. Beyond the success of MS-DOS, Microsoft set its sights on dominating the software market. In 1985, they released Windows 1.0, a graphical user interface that revolutionized the way people interacted with computers. Although it faced initial skepticism, Windows gradually gained traction and became the dominant operating system for personal computers. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, Microsoft's financial success was tightly linked to the explosive growth of personal computing. The release of Windows 3.0 in 1990 marked a turning point, providing a graphical user interface that made computers more accessible to a broader audience. This move catapulted Microsoft to the forefront of the software industry. And in 1986, Microsoft went public, offering shares at $21 apiece. The IPO instantly created three billionaires, including the 30-year-old Bill Gates. By the end of the first day of trading, Microsoft's market value had more than doubled, and it continued to rise steadily throughout the 1990s. The launch of Windows 95 in August of 1995 was a landmark event. With a massive marketing campaign and a highly anticipated release, it became a cultural phenomenon. Windows 95 integrated Internet Explorer, laying the groundwork for Microsoft's later dominance in the web browser market. And by the late 1990s, Microsoft's market capitalization surpassed the $100 billion mark, firmly establishing it as a tech giant. As Microsoft's influence grew, so did concerns about its business practices. In 1998, the United States Department of Justice filed an antitrust lawsuit against Microsoft, accusing the company of engaging in anti-competitive behavior, particularly concerning the bundling of Internet Explorer with Windows. The case, known as the United States versus Microsoft Corporation, went to trial in 1999. The legal battle lasted for several years, and in 2001, a settlement was finally reached. Microsoft agreed to modify its business practices, allowing computer manufacturers more flexibility in the software they included with their systems. This marked a turning point, but it also signaled the beginning of increased scrutiny of tech companies and their market dominance. During this period, Microsoft faced competition from emerging tech giants like Google and Apple. The mid-2000s saw a decline in Microsoft's dominance in certain areas, such as the web browser market, where Internet Explorer faced fierce competition from Mozilla Firefox and later on, Google Chrome. Despite setbacks, Microsoft remained a formidable force in the tech industry. The launch of Windows 7 in 2009 and the subsequent success of Windows 10 in 2015 showcased Microsoft's ability to adapt and innovate. However, concerns about the concentration of power in the hands of a few tech giants grew louder. In the 2010s, Microsoft faced new challenges related to privacy and data security. The revelations of widespread government surveillance and increasing cyber threats prompted the company to take a stand on protecting user privacy. Microsoft advocated for stronger encryption and transparency in government requests for user data. And as the digital landscape evolved, so did concerns about the impact of big tech and democracy, information flow, and economic competition. Microsoft's role in these discussions became crucial as it grappled with the ethical and societal implications of its technology. Around 2015 to 2016, Microsoft, already a leading tech giant, began delving into the potential of generative AI, even before it gained widespread attention. They were on the outlook for cool uses of this advanced tech. The acquisition of LinkedIn in 2016 and GitHub in 2018 reinforced Microsoft's commitment to staying at the forefront of industry standards. The company's market capitalization reached the $1 trillion mark in 2019, and Microsoft's stock prices began to climb steadily, reaching record highs as the company's strategic investments in cloud computing and artificial intelligence started paying off. In 2020, despite the challenges posed by the global pandemic, Microsoft's resilience shone on through as demand for remote work solutions surged. The company's market capitalization surpassed $2 trillion, solidifying its position as a tech giant. In 2021, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella announced a multi-billion-dollar investment in artificial intelligence, AI, reaffirming the company's dedication to spearheading emerging technologies. This investment paved the way for the integration of AI tools like ChatGPT into Microsoft's productions. In the early part of 2022, Microsoft realized that artificial intelligence, AI, could be a game-changer in marketing. They saw the potential when a sophisticated AI power tool called GPT-3 got marketers all excited. And around April of 2022, Microsoft decided to invest in a company called D-Matrix. This company made special chips to help AI work better, solving problems like not having enough computing power. In 2023, Microsoft showed that they were really serious about AI, putting a huge $10 billion into OpenAI, the company behind GPT 3.5. They also invested in other cool AI companies like Inflection AI and Adept AI. Microsoft even put money into a company called Typeface, which wanted to change how people make stuff with AI. Another cool investment was in In-World AI, a company that wanted to make video games even cooler using AI. But Microsoft didn't just give money to big companies. They also helped small startups by giving them free tools to use AI. This helped both the startups and Microsoft learn new things about AI. By the end of 2023, Microsoft's AI adventures paid off big time. They made a ton of money from AI services like Azure, which grew by a lot. Their stock, which is like a piece of the company people can buy, reached its highest price ever. Then, in January of 2024, Microsoft became only the second company ever to be worth a mind-boggling $3 trillion. That's a crazy amount of money. They make money from lots of things, like their cloud service Azure, Office 365, and Windows. Microsoft became super valuable because it made smart moves with AI. Along with other big companies like Apple, Amazon, and Google, they're shaping the future of technology. And that's why Microsoft is such a big deal in the tech world. It's one of the most important companies in a group called the Magnificent Seven, a term referring to the leading tech companies whose performance significantly influences the stock market. Microsoft is not just about making money though, it's always trying to come up with new and cool ideas. They're really into things like cloud computing, artificial intelligence, and even something called quantum computing. This keeps them ahead of the game, always looking towards the future. But they're not just about serious stuff. They made a huge move by buying a giant gaming company called Activision Blizzard. It cost them a ton of money, but it means Microsoft is now a big player in the gaming world too. Even with all of this success, Microsoft is acutely aware of the potential impact of its growth on society and the world. The exponential expansion of Microsoft has led to discussions about the consequences it might bring in the future. The unstoppable trajectory of Microsoft's growth raises questions about its influence on the tech landscape and the global economy. As the company continues to shape the world with its innovations, the long-term repercussions on society remain uncertain. Stay tuned for more twists in this money and politics tale. And what are your thoughts on this? Let us know down in the comments section below.